Well, I grew up in the Nixon era and in the Vietnam era, and I was just a little bit young, but the draft ended literally the year before I turned 18. My brother had a number that he didn't get drafted.
Yeah, I saw recently. I heard recently that, and I couldn't believe that I didn't know this. But at times it was like 30 to 35,000 kids a month
Being
would get drafted.
Yeah, well, hundreds of thousands, because that was the deployment of troops was into the 500,000, I think, in Vietnam at some point in '68 when the what do you call it, when it was intensified after the Tet Offensive, and then it became, Johnson kept escalating and not de-escalating, and
That's when I think it was. It was like Johnson period. It had gone up to 35,000 a month or something.
yeah,
At most. Yeah.
yeah. I know that if you read or look at the documentaries, the Burns documentary about Vietnam, I mean, it was the Gulf of Tonkin resolution, we found out, was a phony, it was a fake, it was a wag the dog, similar to the weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, a fake reason to go to war, and people I knew were dying, and to be lied to, and then to find out that your president is a crook. It led to a very, I did not have a lot of faith in mainstream government. So I was on the streets. I was demonstrating against the war when I was 13, going to D.C. and the moratorium. I had never seen D.C. until we shot the West Wing there. I didn't know it was a beautiful city, because when I was there, it was full of tear gas and riot police and 500,000 demonstrators, with garbage flying everywhere, and you were crying the whole time you were there from the tear gas. So that was my indoctrination into the political world. So I was not anywhere near mainstream. I wasn't campaigning for candidates because I didn't trust them,